Всем привет! И сегодня буду проходить задание легенд про Аято. И после него буду проходить ивенты. Скорее всего, после ивента буду проходить задание Архонта. Так что приступим. Так, идем.
This place impresses me every time I come here. It's so magnificent.
We'll just wait here. We don't want to cause any extra
Ayaka wouldn't mind.
Honestly, even if we did come with you, we wouldn't know what to say or do once we were inside.
All right then, we won't be long.
Кстати, задание вроде начинается... Вот тут где-то начинается. Потому что я, по-моему, случайно ее активировал просто. Ходил по иноземцу. Так что задание где-то там начинается. Так.
Without looking at the board, you've ruined my strategy in one move. Amazing. Now what should I do next?
Ayaka, Toma, it's us! Huh?
Hey guys, it's been a while. If you're looking for my lady, I'm afraid she's not here right now.
Oh? That voice. Toma, would that happen to be the traveler?
Yes.
Greetings, traveler. Ayaka speaks of you constantly. Finally, today is the day. I am head of the Kamisato clan and Yashiro commissioner, Kamisato Ayato.
Вот это человек, кстати.
Greetings, both. I have long been indebted to you on my sister's behalf. Finally, I have the chance to express my profoundest gratitude. Ayaka is out today. If you are here regarding anything related to the Kamisato clan, you are quite well.
Oh, hi! Your flattering words flatter us. Please excuse this.
Why on earth are you talking like that?
Well, he seems like a pretty powerful person. He's already working his way up Paimon's list of people to never mess with. Look! As soon as he stands up, the whole atmosphere in the room changes, and it feels like you gotta be super polite.
You shower me with praise undeserved, my little guest. There is no need to be quite so formal. This is a private residence.
Oh, good. Because that whole spiel was really tiring just now. Alright, now that that's over, Paimon's just gonna ask the question. We heard a rumor that Kujo Kamaji and Hiragi Chisato are gonna get married soon. Do you know anything about that?
Oh? I wouldn't have thought you'd heard about that yet. I see. Well, it's true. It wasn't long ago that the head clans of two commissions are to become joined through marriage. This, since the Yashiro Commission presides over cultural and ceremonial affairs, it closely involves us, too.
Yes. And since the commissions are kind of the face of the almighty shogun to the mass.
Right! Makes sense. Ah, two true lovers becoming husband and wife.
It is. High-profile matrimonial links between two commissions are extremely rare.
All right then. I'll be sure to pay them a visit to send the best wishes of the Kamisato clan.
No need. I'll visit them personally this time.
Huh? But you have other...
This is a marriage between the Kujo clan and the Hiragi clan. The work of the Yashiro Commission is indeed multifarious. Normally, weddings and other ceremonies would come under but she is presently occupied with other matters. And I happen to have a little... Oh, and would you two care to join me? I presume you two have a special connection with the individuals in question, or you would not be quite so This being the case, why not come and offer your best wishes too? or...
Oh, it's not as interesting as you make it sound. No special connections here. We just agreed to help deliver a letter this one time, that's all. Although, wait. Does that mean we helped make this wedding happen? Alright then.
I cannot thank you enough. Your mere presence shall surely mean we are spared the...
Wait, you're the Yashiro commissioner? But
Small talk is a chore. Of course, Toma, I'm heading out with my 2 guests now. I'll leave the residence in your
Not a problem. Take care, my lord.
Ну да. Так, я дойду немного. Так. Идем.
Ah, you're finally... Ah, Yashiro Commissioner!
Who are these 2?
they're friends of ours. Paimon will do the introduction.
So it's true. Well, there we have it.
Great, so our hunch was spot on.
It is a little inappropriate for me to have shared news of this magnitude with you. So I would be much obliged if you could keep it in strict confidence until an official public announcement is made.
Don't worry, sir. We give you our word. We won't tell anyone about it.
That puts my mind at ease. Now, on the topic. We'd like to pay it.
Of course not. I'd be honored.
I guess this is where
Aw, cheer up, Shanujo.
I'll try. Thank you.
Чувак, лоббит. Шет, передо мной глава, все, пиздец. Блин. Прям вон-то что? Что дальше какой-то будет? Походу не данж, ну хорошо. Снова ходить в эти данжи, блин. Комп нагружать. Так жарко мне. Что и драться. Без записи это будет нормально, а вот запись это будет уже проблема с нагревом. Привет.
All right then. Please excuse me. I'll lead you to it from here.
Okay. Thanks, Ipe. I apologize that your impromptu visit comes at a busy time for us, Commissioner. Otherwise, you can be sure that we would have prepared a more
I don't mean to impose, Sir Kujo. In fact, I'm not here on official... I heard the good news about yourself and Lady Hiragi. What a glorious marital alliance this shall be. Given the close ties between our clans,
I'm truly honored. I hope the news didn't come as too much of a surprise.
Hey there! We came to congratulate you as well!
Since the incident with the Takatsukasa clan, things in the Tenryo Commission have slowly... I'm still acclimating to the position of acting head of the clan. I just hope I'm up to the task.
You're far too modest. The public thinks very highly of you. They say you're hardworking, upright, and responsible.
I'm flattered, but I wouldn't have achieved anything without the support of my people. Thanks to them,
Well, you're certainly making big progress in that department.
Ну давай так.
Come on now. You're embarrassing me. Uh, pardon me,
It's perfectly all right. Please continue. It's a joyous occasion. Light-hearted is exactly how things should be.
You're right. But I am curious to know, what's your honest opinion on the whole thing? Do you think...
Of course not. Where there is no doubt people will offer you a colorful variety of opinions. But of course, you...
Indeed I am.
So, please be confident. When your mind is made up. Nevertheless, there is just one...
Please, go ahead.
You've been working hard to bring the Tenryou Commission in line. This is positive, and no doubt the beginning of important change. But on the other side of this equation, if you choose now, of all moments, to announce a marriage between the Hiragi and Kujo clans, the kinds of rumors that may begin to spread both among the
Yeah. Couldn't have put it better myself, Sir Kamisato. This has been my biggest concern for quite a while. Hiragi Shinsuke is firmly against me having any contact at all with Chisato. In the past, So although now may not look like the best timing for this marriage, it may well be the only...
Oh, that guy? Yeah, he acts like this sweet old man, but he was determined to make as much...
I can see where you're coming from. But you're only postponing the problem, not solving it.
Yes, I'm well aware of that. But since Chisato had the courage to ask me to marry her in spite of everything, how can I disappoint her? Well, sort of. She raised the idea in a letter, and after some initial hesitation, I went to meet her and have a serious conversation. It's funny, actually, because when I formally proposed to her in person, she denied having ever written that letter. So coy.
Huh? Really?
She didn't say. She just acted confused by the whole thing. She really committed to it.
Oh.
Anyway, as her boyfriend, I knew she was just pretending, so I played along and said, I was only joking about the letter, and then I proposed. After making some disgruntled noises about me making a stupid joke, she blushed and said yes. We spent that afternoon working through all the details of the wedding.
Okay. So you discussed it and decided on a date?
We did. I guess it was a chance to finally and you know what? I think it was about time.
Засветился.
No matter what happens next, I will always be there for her as the one person she can always rely on.
Oh, give me a break. Sorry, but Paimon's been wanting to say this the whole time. Is it just this dude, or does everyone in love act like this? He just won't stop talking.
Apologies, my friends. And also to Sir Kamisato. I must sound like a
Far from it. On the contrary, seeing you so positive, no surer evidence could there be of your true feelings and your commitment. I wish you a joyous wedding when the day comes.
Yeah, even if it's kinda irritating to see you all smug like this, it's still a happy occasion. Good luck.
Thank you all. It means a lot.
We have some other business to attend to now. Until...
Very well. I'll see you out.
Мгм.
He seems busy. That must be true for anyone about to get married, right?
You're right. Kujo Kamaji is on cloud 9. What do you think, traveler? He chalked it up to her being coy, but that doesn't sound like the Hiragi Chisato I know. It bothers me also. But, unfortunately, attempting to seek the truth of the matter would...
Yeah, how come? Whenever we come across stuff like this on our adventures,
I see. So that's how adventurers think. In my opinion, we face two obstacles in this case. Firstly, we have very little information to go on, and I must be... Secondly, and more importantly, the person involved doesn't... If we intervene without his blessing, good intentions may lead to catastrophe.
you do have a point. Kamaji doesn't seem worried.
Everything in the world is intertwined. What looks like a simple outcome is often the result of multiple conflating reasons. Seeking the full truth would be a long and laborious process. It would be inefficient. Sort of. I have to take this approach, or the work of the Yashiro Commissioner would never be done. My opinion is something like this. When something strange happens, instead of if the outcome is positive, and no one was deceived or harmed in the process, then it is acceptable. We don't know yet. After all, we don't know what Hiragi Chisato's thoughts are, do we? I have to say, I'm impressed by your ability to zero in on the issue from such a short meeting. Most insightful of you. You are thorough and thoughtful.
Huh? But Chisato and Kamaji have already talked.
Only if we are to take Kujo Kamaji at his word. I wish to know Hiragi Chisato's angle on this.
Makes sense, but Paimon's.
Don't worry about it. I was planning to visit the Hiragi clan to deliver my best wishes anyway. If she's as committed as Kujo Kamaji, perhaps they can navigate the challenges ahead successfully. Well, life isn't always a smooth.
Короче, нам туда, да? Да, нам туда. Наверное, так сделаю. Телепортнуться через статую. Так, ну уже комп нагружается. Есть протянет.
There is still much to prepare for the wedding. Should we also invite some prominent business leaders who frequently visit?
At the very least, we should send them invitations.
I agree. Ah, hello there, Yashiro Commissioner.
To what do we owe the honor on this fine day?
As it happens, I'm here regarding the same wedding I believe I heard you discussing just now. Would Lady Hiragi happen to be available at this moment?
Our lady is entertaining guests right now, and we're not entirely sure how.
But please, do come in. We will arrange some tea and snacks for you and your...
Hey, Paimon is not an attendant.
You misunderstand. These two are dear friends.
You're too kind.
We don't wish to impose. We'll just wander around in the Apologies for the interruption while you're busy with preparations. Please, let us know once Lady Hiragi is available.
Nonsense, Commissioner. No imposition at all. This wedding is a joyful occasion, and all the other clans we're merely doing the best we can to make this wedding as grand.
When the time comes, we'll invite everyone in the clan and even the general public to attend.
That sounds splendid. We'll leave you to it.
Take care, Commissioner.
Seems like you guys talked a lot without actually saying anything.
Я пешком пройдусь.
Hence why I dislike small talk. Our timing was not ideal, but never mind. I spotted a stall on our way over where we...
Oh, it's Tomoki!
О, этот.
Ah, it's you. Good to see you again. Seems like you're always showing up with a VIP in tow.
Oh? So you know the owner as well?
Yup, we tried his dango milk a while back with the almighty Shogun in Inazuma City.
Ah, I see. So you were... I'd caught wind of this dango milk, but I didn't know that it had anything to do with you two. I always order one of his creative drinks whenever I pass the stall. The flavor is... When I noticed he'd set up shop in Rito, I simply had to come by.
Oh, thanks to you all, my business is finally beginning to take off. More and more people are willing to... It gave me the confidence to decide that I'm gonna stick to creative cuisine. On the one hand, I wanted more people to be able to try out my culinary creations. So I gave it a lot of thought and finally came up with an all-new...
Sounds interesting.
I've decided to give complete creative control to the customer. I offer all sorts of ingredients, and they pick and choose. As well as dango, I now offer rice cake, purple potato balls, black sugar, and sunsettia.
Do they really all go well with milk? Hard to imagine. question, but
What if I were to choose some ingredients you don't have here? Would
Well, I guess so. Any novel ideas you... The whole idea was to let my customers express their creativity freely. So of course, I shouldn't place...
Excellent. There are a few: lavender melon, seagrass, and sea ganoderma.
what? You wanna mix those with...
I do indeed.
You really think that's gonna turn...
It's all about the experience. The taste is secondary. It's great to try. Traveler, any thoughts?
Sounds like a risky choice. Are you sure? Well...
3 milks with lavender melon, please.
No problem. Give me a second, I'll have them ready in just a moment. Here, your milk is ready. Give it a try.
Yep, just as Paimon suspected. Raw lavender...
I think it tastes all right. It makes me feel in touch with Mother Nature.
Your review seemed pretty positive, but Paimon still thinks they're a...
Taste is your key concern, yes?
Obviously! Tasty food and drinks are some of...
Well said. If I could say the same was true for me, I believe I'd be a very content man. Yes. No one has unlimited energy, and I try to conserve mine for the things that really count. To create some... Having my sister attend public events in my stead, and having Toma as housekeeper has also been a great help.
We're just passing the time here, though, right? Is there anything else to think about than what we're doing right...
1 or 2 things. Let's continue this discussion somewhere. I noticed something before we left the Hiragi clan's residence. No, it was just a small detail. I was curious to know their thoughts on the wedding. Naturally, they responded that all other clans are happy for the Hiragi clan. But that's not the truth.
What do you mean?
Hiragi Shinsuke is still in prison, meaning the Kanjo Commission is the least stable in the Tri-Commission. Hiragi Chisato is the sole remaining pillar of her clan, but now she plans to marry into the Kujo clan. If I belong to one of the assisting clans to the Hiragis, but they didn't mention a word about that. They simply said they were delighted for them. These are not unintelligent people. I imagine they didn't want to discuss family issues in front of outsiders. But still, the more I think back over that conversation, keep a close eye on them, Hisashi.
Yes, sir.
Whoa! Where did you come from?
This is one of my most trusted members of the Shumatsuban. He's been quietly watching out for us this whole...
Merely doing my duties, sir.
Keep a close watch on the clan representatives we met today.
Well received. I'm on the case.
Oh, and I almost forgot. That milk I just had? Please order one more and deliver...
As you wish, sir.
Oh no, poor Toma.
Sir Kamisato, Lady Hiragi's previous engagement is now concluded. She's waiting for you in the courtyard.
Thank you kindly. Let's go and see Hiragi Chisato.
Погнали. На том же месте, по-моему, да? О, воспоминания, блин. Ну, здорово.
Hi, nice to see you again, Chisato.
I heard that Sir Kamisato had brought some guests, but I didn't know it was you two.
It's been a while, Lady Hiragi. How have you been faring?
This is a rare privilege, Sir Kamisato. It is not often that I have the chance to meet you. You must be so busy. Thank you so much for taking the time to come and congratulate
But of course. The Tri-Commission are the servants of the Shogun, and we should look out for one another. In fact, we visited Sir Kujo just now. Perhaps his joy is infectious, for I am now feeling rather elated myself.
Thank you for your kind words. This was not an easy decision to make. We will both... I'm sure the news will cause something of a stir. But come what may, we will stand as one and face what...
Sounds like things are pretty tough for you, Chisato.
Yes. But Kamaji has been so supportive. His promises have comforted me a lot.
It sounds like you have some considerable reservations, Lady Hiragi.
Yes. Well, in case you were wondering, I was not actually entertaining VIPs just now. I was in fact meeting—
Oh! Really? Him?
Mm-hmm. He charged in all of a sudden and said that he had something very important. He didn't mince his words. Basically, he doesn't want me to marry Kamaji. He has always been a calm and contained person who never acts out of line. I was quite shocked to see him so agitated, but despite all that, what he was saying made a lot of sense. He pointed out that I am like the final pillar propping up my clan. If I marry into the Kujo clan, that pillar is taken away.
It's just two families becoming one big family though, right? What's—
Traditionally, in Inazuma, clan affiliation after the wedding, Lady Hiragi will belong to the Kujo clan. The Kanjo Commission's attitude toward you may undergo some
Precisely. This is a terrible thing to be saying, but— I'm so sorry. I can't believe I'm making—
No problem at all. The Yashiro Commission has a duty to listen to you. Now that I've heard your concerns, I should offer to help you as Now, we heard from Sir Kujo that his decision to tie the knot was prompted by a letter he received from you. But we've also heard that you did not write that letter. Sir Kujo thought that perhaps you were just being coy. Oh, dear. Perhaps I should have kept that part to myself.
What? But that was— It was just a prop in his playful proposal, wasn't it? It was clearly purpose-designed, what with all the fancy lettering and—
Fancy lettering, you say? So I am to understand that had it not been for this letter, you two may not have chosen this moment to be—
When it comes down to it— yes, I think so.
Sir Kujo maintains that the letter was penned by your hand.
Huh? But then—
Either way, it's wonderful to see how much you both trust one another. In that sense, who knows? Perhaps Sir Kujo was the one being coy. After all, he had no particular reason.
I understand. But my position does matter. But now,
Marriage is the most important decision of your life. Don't let yourself regret. It is also part of the Yashiro Commission's job to help people through difficult times. I say this as an advocate for you personally, and for the Hiragi clan. Please, do not be compelled. To be together with the one you love is a sacred thing. It is my earnest wish that both of you may enjoy a bright and beautiful—
I'll take to heart every word you have said to me.
All that matters is that you follow your heart. Since you'll be needing some time to think things over—
Oh, wait! Let me see you out.
Thank you, Lady Hiragi, but there will be no need. Traveler, let's find somewhere to talk.
И спали. Пешком? Нет, можно тут махнуться, что... Так. Прилагать.
Hiragi Chisato is on a totally different page than Kujo Kamaji. Hayato, why did you give her such vague suggestions? Couldn't you just have told her what you'd do in her position?
I've said everything I can, given the Yashiro Commission's stance. Interfering too much with other commission's domestic issues will only— The more I think about it, the stranger this all seems. But Hiragi Chisato—
Strange? In what way?
Someone wants Hiragi Chisato to be married as soon as possible, and if my guess is right, it is someone from within the Kanjo Commission. This person is presumed— Think about this. A lowly officer is greatly worried about Hiragi Chisato's future, while the heads of the supporting clans, when someone's words and actions do not match, you need to infer their intentions from their behavior. Yes, it's a smart strategy. Far superior to the one adopted by the Tenri. Even had the forged letter failed and been seen for what it was, there would have been no repercussions. They could simply have but if the letter were to achieve its goal, as it has so far, the perpetrator would successfully weaken the Hiragi clan, with Hiragi Chisato having married into the Kujo clan and the head of the Hiragi clan in prison. Challenges to the Hiragi clan's leadership would begin to emerge throughout the ranks of the Kanjo Commission. Eventually, another clan would take the Hiragi clan. Actually, we have evidence. His name is Shinojo.
Shinojo?
Кто был, я не помню.
Should be back by now.
А, это?
Yes, sir.
Did they take one of the Kanjo Commission officers away?
Yes. His name is Shinojo.
As I expected. They cannot afford to let this opportunity pass them by. Hiragi Chisato had been persuaded by Kujo Kamaji, and the wedding was short. But after Chisato's meeting with Shinojo, she began to have second thoughts. In their eyes,
But why did they suspect him and not us?
someone was eavesdropping on our conversation with Chisato the entire time.
No way. Whew. Lucky Paimon. But Chisato got what you meant about the...
I think so. But whoever is behind this will not allow their plan to fail now. Her stance was so passive that she was easily manipulated. Treated like a pawn, with even her marriage becoming... Despite all of this, she still believed that a happy future was... When she formally marries into the Kujo clan, she will lose her title as daughter of the Hiragi clan, her position in the Kanjo Commission.
Huh. Marriage is such a trap.
Easier said than done. The perpetrators are manipulating everything from the shadows. We, meanwhile, are out in the open. If we attempt to stop this wedding from happening, we will become the...
So what do we...
At this stage, if the perpetrators wish to maintain control over the situation, their only option is to come out from the shadows and bear... But first things first, we must go and rescue Shinojo. He has done nothing wrong and does not deserve... Tell me where Shinojo is. We'll head off right...
Что за хрень?
Release Shinojo this instant!
Stop this at once.
It's the Yashiro Commissioner. Well, we take orders from our master. No one else.
Really? Then please, excuse...
Who goes there?
Лагать. Чё у него? Ну, понятно, сила. Оружие он, оружие. Сжимание дверь. Так. Ой-ой-ой.
Emerge.
лагать.
Soldiers, quick!
Пока. Ребят, вы сюда.
I must withdraw.
И то, конечно, не поиспользовал, но пусть.
Let's go. We must report to Master right away.
Hey, get back here!
No need to follow them. We need bait to catch the fish anyway. Leave them. I think I saw a key fall to the ground during the fight. Let's free Shinojo first. But in all the chaos, it must have...
What the? It's a tanuki? Oh, don't tell me.
Let's follow it and see.
Где там ники? Так. Ага. Куда идти-то? Куда идти? Алло. Дорогу. Учить, что ли, надо? Что делать? Алло. Я не понял. Алло. Ой, блин. Алло. Так. Ключ давай. Ключ. Ключ. Это спасем.
Thank you. Thank you. It was terrifying. They said they were gonna kill the king. Oh, wait! You have to listen to me. Lady Chisato's wedding. It's all part of a scheme. Someone's trying to use the...
Calm down, Shinojo. It's okay.
Huh?
Our suspicions were roused to this possibility. And so far, those behind this plan are not going to give up easily. Their next move is imminent. We must defy...
Yashiro Commissioner, your personal...
This situation has consequences for the whole Tri-Commission, and the stability of all Inazuma's... The almighty Shogun has always despised these pathetic power games. As a commission...
That's true.
Shinojo, don't return to your post yet. Traveler, Paimon.
Yo, нахрен. Куда?
Well, if it isn't the Yashiro Commissioner, I hear you showed up here with no explanation and attacked my men. You wouldn't happen to be carrying out some sort of secret mission?
I heard that someone was taking the law into their own hands. As a responsible official of Inazuma, I could... Shinojo may be your retainer, but the law does not grant you the right to abuse him.
Abuse? Nonsense. I was just teaching him out of nowhere. A low-ranking officer decides to barge in on Lady Hiragi and start spouting out the most absurd and insulting nonsense one can imagine. I dare say, the poor lady was terrified.
So, you're saying that you know absolutely nothing of the reasons for his actions?
Two people from two different clans are getting married. That's all there is to it. And yet this young gentleman took it upon himself to fabricate a nonsensical disaster story around it. How should I... Even if she marries into the Kujo clan, Lady Hiragi will always be the daughter of the Hiragi clan, and the most distinguished member we are, and always will be her loyal assistants. It's our duty. Loyalty and duty are our guiding principles. Not only did this guard show no regard for either, he went out of his way, even if we put it down to a rare moment of impulsivity. I have to say, I'm surprised to see one of such noble stamp.
Darn it! This guy is good. Annoyingly good.
Funny. I'm suddenly reminded of an anecdote I'd like to share with you. There's not been a dull moment since I took up my post. For instance, a merchant from abroad once told me about a curious kind of bird with the most extraordinarily long tongue. So long, in fact, that you can... I'm sure someone as erudite as yourself could be able to guess what people do with these unusual avians.
Keep them as pets.
You'd think, wouldn't you? But there's a catch. You see, this bird is of no use to humans whatsoever, and certainly doesn't make a suitable pet. If you catch one, the best thing you can do is actually cut its tongue off and throw it out of the window. The reason they give is this. The longest tongue has the most to say.
You... I say, Yashiro Commissioner, are you here simply to mock the Kanjo Commission?
Far from it. In my mind, the Kanjo Commission is made up of honorable individuals, upright and forthright. It is unbecoming of such people to resort to lies, deception, and filibustering, all as part of a plan to remove Lady Hiragi from her position.
Yashiro Commissioner, please don't make accusations without any evidence.
The evidence is standing right in front of me, is it not? I have a credible witness who can confirm you were quick to... Ugh, dear me. I can't believe the Grand Matsura clan is now represented by... You studied hard and took a government position, only to make it to where you are now just to play these petty power games behind the scenes. In your years of service to the Shogun, not only have you managed to glean nothing good from the people around you, you have also let yourself be blinded by I'm not angry, Mr. Matsura. I just...
Is that right? Then tell me, this is at most a Kanjo Commission issue. You are reaching rather outside of your bounds, Yashiro Commissioner. If you seek to involve... I think you are simply opposed to an alliance between the Kanjo Commission and Tenryo Commission. Because... So you come here with an elaborate excuse to try and break up this marriage.
So, that's how you view it. Well,
Let me be crystal clear. This wedding is going to happen. And nothing is... The notices have already been sent out. All of Inazuma City, most of the public weren't aware that Kujo Kamaji and Hiragi Chisato were courting. Once the notices go out, that's it.
I see.
So suddenly, we see eye to eye.
I had expected you to at least be smarter than most. But it seems that...
Kamisato Ayato! You... How dare you!
You've made your move. Now...
What do you mean?
Do you seriously think this marriage will bring the Kanjo Commission, and isn't it at all possible that the Kanjo Commission becomes... Goodness me. Well, I've learned a great deal from talking to you.
Что делать будем?
Hey! Hey! What was all that?
They had their scheme, but fortunately I was prepared. As I said, let's see how things are in Inazuma City. Then, I'll take you through the details of...
Понятненько.
Look at this. The daughter of the Kanjo Commission's Hiragi clan.
Sounds like an all-around perfect match.
For sure. I'm just surprised. It seems fair.
Good luck to them, I say. I'm sure it must...
Looks like the wedding is definitely going ahead.
It's still too early to make that conclusion. Our adversary wants to push this marriage past the point of no return. However, we can still beat them at their own game. But only if Kujo Kamaji is willing to help us.
Welcome. I just heard that the news of my wedding has been officially announced. It seems so sudden. I wasn't ready yet.
Yeah, about that,
I see. So someone's trying to take advantage of...
If you proceed with the wedding, the repercussions for you are likely to be minimal. But
I've previously considered this possibility. But in the end, we're getting married for true love. And I've promised her that I'll do everything...
I understand where you're coming from, but to be frank, she should not need your protection. Or, to put it another way, you have tacitly admitted that Lady Hiragi will need your help to get through the hard times ahead. I don't mean to criticize you. It is natural to want to protect our loved ones. You're an intelligent and gentle person, and I'm sure you would have been able to think about this more. I'm sure you admire Lady Hiragi for being the independent, gentle, resilient. For the sake of marrying you, this wonderful woman will become someone who has to... Are you really okay with that?
I love her with all my heart, and would do anything to make her happy. That's why I cannot abide to see her suffer or be manipulated by other people. Yashiro, Commissioner, you're right. It was naive, but it's too late now, isn't it? There are notices everywhere.
I have a plan, but it needs a villain. Sir Kujo, in order for my plan to work, you and I must both play the role of antagonists. But it is... Are you willing to help?
If there's a way to salvage this, then let's hear it.
I've told the people at the Kanjo Commission that the marriage isn't going to unify the Kanjo Commission and the Tenryou Commission. The context for this is that they are planning to use this marriage to bring down the Hiragi clan. But what if we were to imagine for a moment that since the affairs of the Vision Hunt decree, the Tenryou Commission has been planning to make a... The only reason you have been hesitant to act since taking over the Tenryou Commission is because you care about Lady Hiragi. And so, your plan is to liaise with the Yashiro Commission, to marry her and bring her out of the Kanjo Commission as soon as possible. Once that is achieved, as the person in charge of the Tenryou Commission, you know...
I see. This is an ingenious plan. It takes advantage of the situation perfectly.
Exactly. Our purpose is to change Lady Hiragi's position from an unnecessary burden. By doing so, we can even strengthen her position in the Kanjo Commission. Once our adversaries realize how the network of connections behind the scenes really looks, they'll do their utmost. Then, we simply leave them to clear up the mess they've created.
Got it.
So the network of connections?
We have to make sure that the behind-the-scenes story comes to the attention of our dear friends. Matsura, with whom I spoke earlier, will now be fearing the worst. No doubt he'll be on the lookout for the first sign of a crisis. In that case, he will almost certainly have placed informants throughout Inazuma City. What do we... Sir Kujo, there are... It's almost time. My ninja has located one of the informants. Let's go.
Давай.
That person is one of Matsura's informants. Let's follow him. Be careful not to get seen.
Стелс? Стелс, что ли? Или черный экран? Беспалевность. Иди давай, в жопу. А, понял.
Did you see that? Sir Kujo Kamaji just came past here with a huge group of people.
Could it be related to the wedding announcement?
Maybe, but from the look on his face, it seems like something much more serious. He and his men seem pretty intense at the moment. Isn't it all a bit excessive for a wedding?
Супер. Прибили.
Where'd he go? He was right there a moment ago. Seems he disappeared in a blink of an eye.
That person is one of mine. Let's follow him.
Сквозь стены видно вообще.
Did you see that? Sir Kujo Kamaji just came past here with a huge group of people.
Could it be related to the wedding announcement?
Maybe, but from the look on his face, it seems like something much more serious. He and his men seem pretty intense at the moment. Isn't it all a bit excessive for a wedding?
The Tenryo Commission has sent a load of people to Rito. I guess it must have something to do with the wedding. I think in all there must have been about 100 people so far.
That doesn't sound good. What could be going on? I hope it's just Sir Kujo Kamaji being overcautious. The news is spreading fast, but it appears Master's fears may be well placed. There's no way they sent this many people just to escort the bride. I have to investigate.
He ran off!
As expected. Let's follow him.
Куда? Я успел, нет?
Wow!
Блин,
It's
поймешь.
like the whole Tenryo Commission is here.
Excuse me, has something happened on this road? I'm a businessman passing through, and it's a little disconcerting to see this place so heavily guarded.
Ah, please don't be alarmed. As I'm sure you've heard, the wedding of Sir Kujo Kamaji and Lady Sir Kujo decided to send for Lady Hiragi ahead of time and have her live in Inazuma City during the run-up to the wedding.
А то есть остров Фрита это не Иназума, да?
I see.
Фрита же вроде, да?
We're here to clear the way for Lady Hiragi. Not just us either. You'll see more Tenryo Commission members as you go further along.
Isn't this a little excessive?
Sir Kujo holds Lady Hiragi in the highest regard and wants to treat her with the utmost respect from
I understand. Sorry to disturb.
Сейчас мы врываемся, ну проверь.
Drat. It's exactly as Master feared. They say they're here to guard the road, but really they're poised to attack if Master doesn't allow Lady Hiragi to leave Rito. Wait, no. If Lady Hiragi does leave, they'll have all the more reason to strike. But we're in no state to defend. I must tell Master right away.
He ran off again!
That should do it. The seeds have been sown. In this atmosphere, mounting suspicion. Now, we wait patiently for it to grow and ferment. The calm before the storm is all.
Are they really gonna own up and apologize? Just like.
If you're curious to find out, you can visit the Hiragi clan in Rito in a couple of days. I have some other business to attend to, so I won't be spending any more time on this. In any case, we've made our move. It's only a matter of time before they give. This is not my first time. Well then, goodbye for now. I truly hope that things will work out in Hiragi Chisato's best interests.
He left kind of abruptly. Are things really gonna turn out like he predicted? Paimon too. Well, let's go to Rito again.
Да, кота, давай не скипать надо. Или... Тихо. Подождите, давайте не... Давайте не... Скипаем. Так вот. И еще. Опа. Тик-тик-тик-тик-тик. Так. Оп, оп, оп. Ни хрена себе поговорить. Ладно. Привет.
These people from the Tenryo Commission have been here for days now.
I guess they're here to pick up Lady Hiragi. But what?
I heard that the Kanjo Commission suddenly said they don't want Lady Hiragi to leave. To be honest, I'd be hesitant if I were her. A crowd this size comes...
Shh! Stay quiet. Someone might hear you.
Oh! Right. Sorry.
Следующий. И... Ой, привет.
Hello. How may I help? We arrived here 2 days ago to escort Lady Hiragi to Inazuma City. Sir Kujo Kamaji gave us very strict orders, so we have to obey. But every time we attempt to receive the bride, the Hiragi clan always finds an excuse to delay things. Since we haven't fulfilled our duties yet, we decided to stay in Rito until Lady Hiragi is ready to come with us. We apologize. It was not our intention to stay here so long. We promise our presence here will not impact ordinary people's lives. We can only hope that the leaders of the Hiragi clan... If this stalemate continues, who knows? Sir Kujo might give us orders to be...
How much longer does your master plan to hold them off?
I have no idea. We're stuck in limbo here. Master's been very on edge these past few days. He gets irate over the smallest things, and is suspicious of everything. He's been yelling at me a lot. I understand that he's anxious, but I mean, what can we do? I've told him...
Yeah, good advice. With him, if Lady Hiragi is really taken away, then what will the Tenryo Commission do? And what will the Yashiro Commission...
Maybe we should tell Master to discuss things with Lady...
Hiragi Chisato is now at the center of every conversation in Rito. And now the Kanjo Commission probably knows how important she is. But what about what she thinks?
Oh, Traveler! I assume you've heard about everything that's been going on out there.
Don't worry, we can explain everything. So, what happened was...
After the Tenryo Commission arrived, they suddenly became alarmed. They keep having secretive discussions and won't allow me to have any direct... I never would have thought that this was Sir Kamisato's plan. Now it all makes... I'm sorry. I haven't. Maybe there's no right or wrong decision. Maybe everything would be easier if I used to tell myself things like this to avoid having to think about it. I didn't feel reassured at all. Instead, I keep thinking back to what Sir Kamisato said. This is supposed to be my bright and beautiful future. But what if it's not? I can happily accept that if someone was trying to take advantage of my marriage, I should absolutely refuse to go through with it. But that's not the answer I'm looking for. And also, now that things have...
Ah, Lady Hiragi, here you are. You scared me for a second. I thought you'd gone missing.
Здорово, блядь.
You? Wait, you're the ones who were with the Yashiro Commissioner that day. What do you think you're doing here? Are you trying to convince Lady Hiragi?
Calm down. They're my friends. They're just here to visit me.
Friends? Are you sure? Lady Hiragi, I told you already, these are exceptional circumstances. You are extremely important to us, and to the entire... Who's to say they don't have a hidden agenda?
If you want to accuse us of trying to abduct her, just come out and say it!
Don't be rude. You've been very highly strung lately, seeing everything as a threat. Listen to me. I know all the ins and outs of everything that's happened so far. The present state of affairs in Rito shows me that the situation has escalated well past the point where you could hope to. This is not an order. All I need you to do is give me an explanation.
Understood, my lady. I shall discuss with you.
Пошел отсюда. И погака на.
Good job, Chisato. You handled that well.
I was so nervous. But I thought things are now so critical that I should at least give it a try. And it worked. Yes. Well, let's wait and see what happens.
We had a serious discussion and reflected on our mistakes. In all honesty, no one can handle the weight of the situation here. Everyone is besides... I'm so sorry. My actions were radical and duplicitous. I was selfish and ignored the great... Would you please give us a second chance? For my lady's sake, please give the Conjo Commission another chance. I suppose you're right. The only person who can change the Tenryo Commission's mind will be the Yashiro Commissioner. We'll head off to the Kamisato estate shortly and beseech him to help us with the utmost since... Lady Hiragi, might I ask you to join us? You are the most important...
Интересно, сейчас произойдет. Телепортация.
By the way, aren't you a good friend of the Yashiro Commissioner? Please put in some good...
Так. Здорово. Нет.
Yashiro Commissioner, I'm sure you've heard the news. The Tenryo Commission has now occupied Rito, refusing to leave until I realize I have greatly offended you with my atrocious actions. And I realize also that this must sound like the very height of absurdity.
I'm sorry, Mr. Matsura. I'm exceptionally busy and have but a moment to spare before my next engagement. I fear this leaves no time for small talk. So, please, if you would be so kind...
I know our apology means nothing to you, but we really have nothing else left to offer by this point. I'm terrible. Lady Hiragi is indispensable to us. We promise to always support her. So, would it be at all possible for you to talk to Sir Kujo once more?
You make it sound so easy. The Tri-Commission will be ridiculed by the public if we choose to withdraw the notices now and eat our words. To lose face for the Tri-Commission is to bring shame to Her Excellency. Are you and your associates ready to face...
We'll take full responsibility. We'll publish a new notice and hold a conference to explain. We'll do everything we can to minimize the impact.
Master Matsura, you should have... But the Tri-Commission must always put the interests of Inazuma first, regardless of what Sir Kujo... If the situation in Rito is left to fester any further, things may get out of control. But Lady Hiragi, and if we fail to contain the situation promptly, the rumor mill will wreak havoc on the Tri-Commission's... Try keeping a pet bird. You'll see what I mean. Songbirds who know how to hold a tune can be very pleasant to listen to, but they can also become... And as for the ones with excessively long tongues, well, they're so insufferable that they can't be kept as pets at all. But it...
Yes, I understand.
I've listened to your concerns, and I'll talk to Sir Kujo for you. But I
understand. Thank you for your...
All right, you ought to return now. I'm sure you have a...
Okay, then please excuse me.
Ah, yes, Lady Hiragi. I have something to tell you.
Oh? Why, of course. Sir Kamisato, you became a completely different person just now. It felt so intense.
Unruly servants like him need to be severely reprimanded. As a commissioner, the Almighty Shogun trusts me to do her will. I did as... But now, I'd like to take off my...
Oh, please. I'd love to hear...
You must have heard that the Kamisato clan once went through an extremely difficult period. My father worked incredibly hard to compensate for the grave errors made by the Kamisato clan long ago, and restore our reputation. My mother loved him dearly. She passed soon after. This sudden turn of events dealt a heavy blow to the Yashiro Commission. Behind the scenes, everyone thought that the Kamisato clan had lost power. That made my sister... It may sound preposterous now, but I assure you that is the truth of what the...
Pretty similar to how the Kanjo...
Back then, I had no choice but to accept the position I was in. While I desperately looked around for power, I had no other choice. I had to honor my parents' dying wishes, and I also had a young sister to take care of. I didn't mind what became of me, but my family... No one can ever be allowed to trap. Fortunately, I persisted, and the Kamis...
I think I now know where my sense of loss and confusion was coming from. Shinojo once told me that he saw what was in me, in a way that no one else did. That's why he couldn't bear to see me live the... I thought the reason I felt unsettled was because of uncertainty over getting married. But the fact is...
The reason why Sir Kujo was able to face the prospect of marriage so confidently is because he's prepared for anything.
That's it. The situation I'm facing now, when his clan was in crisis, he bravely drew his blade and challenged the Almighty Shogun. It is time for me to...
Well said. I'm sure once you have grown and gained confidence, your father will be able to let go. It might not sound exciting, but this kind of personal growth is a necessary...
And I'm sure I can get there. I will use this as an opportunity to take over the responsibilities of the Hiragi clan. This puts less pressure on Kamaji, and means I can support and protect myself without having to...
My best wishes to both of you were and remain heartfelt.
Thank you, Sir Kamisato. I am grateful for every... Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a lot to...
Take care, Lady Hiragi. I'm confident that on your
Yes. In fact, my recent experience...
She really has the air of a leader now. Hats off to you too, sir. Everyone thought there was no way...
In fact, counter-checking is a perfectly common maneuver in the game of chess. Our rival this time was easy to deal with. He was smart, but short-sighted, and sloppy in his execution.
Even so, Paimon could never come up anyway. It's kind of a relief to see that Chisato has decided to set the Hiragi clan straight.
I agree. Stability in Inazuma benefits me as well. I wasn't about to pass up an opportunity to make less trouble for myself. Well, the fact is that perhaps for Master Matsura, power is his life's pursuit. But for me, nothing matters more than the stability of A stable nation is the prerequisite for a stable Yashiro Commission. Only then can the Kamisato clan and the... But human desire will always be a factor in the equation. All I have tried to do is make sure the three parties to the Tri-Commission serve to restrain each other. Stasis is not the only form of stability. Another positive outcome is that everyone recognizes how important Lady Hiragi is now. I think I did her a sizable favor. Dealing with the Hiragi clan will be much easier for her than navigating a new and...
There were so many things at play. Wait a second! You weren't trying to stop the wedding from the
I thought straight away it was bad timing. Nevertheless, if you choose to give up your stance on something once, you'll be having to compromise. I didn't want to see her suffer because she didn't realize what she was getting into. Now, she has the chance to become her own person.
Okay then, guess we'll have to wait and see.
All right. Farewell, and profuse thanks to you both. I shall have to...
Все, что ли? А свадьбу смотреть? Да. Да, блин.
Looks like everything's resolved. Masterfully done. Everything was perfect. Well, except for one minor detail. I somehow ended up with a glass of...
Didn't you like it? I distinctly remember...
Oh!
The Traveler had one of those as well.
I'm sure he's made a great impression on you.
The Traveler did indeed play a critical role in this case. I'm sure both families would have been more guarded. It wouldn't have been so easy to get to the...
There you go again, my lord. Placing the focus on other...
Naturally. Ah, yes. Now that we're both free...
Несколько дней назад, ну да. Так, ну чё, закончилось, нет? Созвездие, созвездие. Загрузка, как всегда, отличная. Просто офигительная. Давай, грузись. Задание выполнено. Так, ну чё, мы закончили задание легенд. Теперь можно ивент попроходить. Только это будет в следующем видео. Так, до скорых встреч. Пока-пока.